All right, quick and dirty video, kind of showing where I am right now with figuring out OS7's graphics package here. So basically, following along in Appendix D, we have what is essentially I'm trying to do a semi-mobile object, that is an object that is just copied to the VDP and can be animated on, basically can be animated on tile level boundaries here. This means basically the X and Y positions go from 0 to 256 or 192 respectively, even though X and Y here are shorts. Anyway, so we have our high-level object here, which contains a pointer to a graphics object, which is this guy right here, which basically says, okay, semi-mobile object, start at tile number 60 here. We're going to need 16 generators in all for each of the 8 frames here, I think. 60, 61, 62. Grab the patterns from ARG write patterns, which are basically up here. You can kind of just see the bit pattern here. Okay, and then we have pointers to each of the frame objects above, which basically just say, okay, for this frame, use these generators, use these patterns in the VDP to display them. They probably can be collapsed to just 60 and 61 here. I'm experimenting. The first two numbers here are extents, basically showing how many tiles that we need to use in this case. We need to use 2 tiles going X in the X direction and 1 tile in the Y direction. You don't want to use 0 here because it will wrap around to 256 in the direction that you do that in. So with that, got that, then you have you're supposed to have a backing store here called targ old screen that's supposed to store the old values and put them back whenever it animates, but I haven't quite figured out how to activate that just yet. And finally, you have status, which is where the is location in RAM where your object status goes. You know, where is its current position? What frame is it on? Etc. Etc. What generators is it using internally? But you need that in memory, which basically here, since I'm using it in C here, anything that's in const is in ROM, anything else is basically in RAM, and you really have to pick and choose where that happens. So with that, we'll just go ahead and start this goofy thing. I will compile it. Come on. And you can see right there it went. Okay, boom. Let's shrink that up. F11. Oop. Do that one more time. I think I pressed F10 instead of F11. There we go. Do that one more time. It's moving, but it's not changing the frames, oddly enough here. And the one thing I'm not needing to do is set a timer to wait till the end of frame here. The frame management seems to be handled automatically by the frame waiting seems to be handled automatically by the timer. Basically, it puts an entry into the table and then just, you know, deals with it. So anyway, slowly figuring this goofy thing out. Until next time, guys. Have fun.